On a Wednesday edition, Mr. Relevant, I'm Alex Strouf with you from the Gruber Law Offices, One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. JOSHY DiMaggio is here. I don't know where Will Sommers is. I haven't seen him in like 3 hours.
Sent him home.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay. I don't know. You are his boss, after all. Hunter Vaughn is here as well at the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison. Obviously, a lot to get to with the Milwaukee Brewers now facing an 0-2 deficit in the National League Championship Series after another loss to the Los Angeles Dodgers last night. And yeah, we'll get to that in a moment. I have a lot of things to say in regards to that game and where the series is at. We will discuss whether or not we believe this series is over as it stands through 2 games, as this series turns and takes a travel to Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. There's Will. I was wondering where he was. He can't hear us yet.
Big Willie style.
Hey, Will. Good to see ya. Right on time.
What's up, boss?
Right on time, buddy. We'll talk a little Packers. We'll, of course, play One Word Wednesday. We'll, of course, get to what we missed, which is presented by Door County Distillery. But only one place to start. The starting point today is, of course, what we are dealing with the Milwaukee Brewers. Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Complete game. 3-hitter at American Family Field last night. After Blake Snell faces the minimum through 8 innings in game 1. They pull him. The Brewers get to the bullpen and end up only losing that game theoretically by 90 feet, really 180 feet, I guess, technically. But tying run was on third base in game 1. So back-to-back games at AmFam Field, back-to-back losses for the Brewers to start off this best-of-7 series, and things are looking dim. We talked on Monday about how I believe these are the 2 best teams. These are the 2 best teams all season long in the National League. This is the matchup you want. This is the matchup you deserve to get in the championship series. But here you are now, and it's looking like it's all about one team in the Dodgers. And it's all about how they have the superhumans and the super players and the super team and the number 1 payroll in baseball. And I'm not a fan of excuses. I'm not listing these out as excuses because they're just facts. The Brewers have not been good enough. The Brewers have not been able to generate anything offensively. They had 3 hits yesterday, including a leadoff first pitch home run by Jackson Chourio in the bottom of the first inning. 2 hits after that as Yamamoto goes 111 pitches the entire game. Their starting pitchers have accounted for 17 of the 18 innings in the first 2 games of the series. And frankly, as a Brewers fan, as this series travels to Los Angeles beginning on Thursday, I don't know that it's going to get a whole lot better. Tyler Glasnow is going to pitch game 3. Shohei Ohtani is going to pitch game 4. If you can't have quality at-bats, and if you cannot hang in there and do what you did all season, you're not giving yourself a fighting chance. You're not giving yourself a puncher's chance. You're all but guaranteeing this series is going to end by the weekend, which is frustrating because the team we have seen for the first 167 games, if you will, regular season in the NLDS, is not the same team we have witnessed in the first 2 games of the championship series. They can't manufacture base runners. They can't manufacture hits. They can't hit a ball out of the infield. And when you do that 2 games in a row, not only do you put yourself in a massive hole now, taking the series to their home field, you don't give anybody a whole lot of hope that the bats are just all of a sudden going to wake up when you're playing the best pitching staff in baseball. So yeah, I'm a little discouraged today. I think the Brewers can keep this series alive. I think they're going to find a way to win some games, plural, in Los Angeles. But the first 2 games, not encouraging, especially on the offensive side for the Milwaukee Brewers. Got that out of my system, but I have more to say. JOSHY, the floor is yours.
Where to start? It's been disappointing. It's been not even looking like they're getting off the mat. I think if we choose to ignore the disparity in the payrolls and the level of talent that those bring in, I think we're kind of sticking our head in the sand. I think Will told me the stat about the current construction of their starting pitching has had 2 go-throughs of like their 1 through 5
Yeah, it's
all
like
season.
3 cycles in the regular season or something like that.
Yeah, so the fact that they're healthy all together at the right time, clicking on all cylinders, is a major difference. And I think, and there's no better time to bring this up than now.
Uh-oh.
But in the postseason, if you hit home runs and you hit the ball far, you go far in the playoffs. And the difference, how many runs have the Dodgers scored that weren't home runs? They probably
got
got
a double last night by Pages.
Yeah, and then there was late, like the Freddie Freeman, right?
Well, Freeman hit a home run.
I believe he.
In game one.
Shohei,
Yeah,
was it
game one.
Shohei who like?
Yeah, he had a single through the right side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the biggest difference is these two teams' ability to hit home runs. Now you can factor in and say, well, when you're pitching as well as Yamamoto or Snell is, obviously they're not giving up home runs because they're going so deep into games. But do we not think that if we had our own Freddie Freeman or we had our own Max Muncy or Mookie
had
Betts
Willie
or,
Adames.
Yeah, Willie Adames is a fair
Yes.
point, obviously, who left this offseason. But look, I mean, it goes back to, I guess, the issue I was saying. Yeah, sure, do they have generational Hall of Fame talent on their side? Of course they do. But you also went through this entire season with guys playing like stars, right? The Jackson Churios, who hit another home run last night, is second to the postseason.
he's doing all he can, Jackson.
Yes. But this is where I bring up the Christian Yelich's of the world.
Yeah, he's
been about as bad as he possibly could be offensively.
He's been so bad he would have been benched if he didn't have MVPs in his previous history.
If his name wasn't Christian Yelich.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah. If his name wasn't Christian Yelich, I don't know that he's still out there.
Yeah.
He has not had a
looks
hit.
lost.
He has not had a hit since Game 3 of the NLCS.
He looks entirely lost. The thing is yeah, of course, Yelich isn't performing, but are you surprised that Caleb Durbin hasn't been particularly impressive? Are you surprised Sal Frelick hasn't looked particularly impressive, or Blake Perkins, or I mean, you name it.
Sure.
Andrew Vaughn, I think he's been all right. I think he's probably had some of the better at bats this postseason, but it's a different game. The game evolves as it hits the postseason. I'm not surprised by what I've seen. I did think the Brewers would look better. I knew the Dodgers were going to be an absolute challenge, a very difficult one, but it's looked like we're not playing the same game.
It's uncompetitive.
Yeah. And that's what's been the hardest part to stomach thus far.
Right. Because I think we all anticipated this would be more of a back and forth. It would be more of a. I love this word, slobber knocker.
The bottom of the Dodgers order is hitting like near 500.
Yeah, that's correct. Well, Pages had that home run last night.
Yeah.
Double.
Was it double? Did he have a home run in Game 1? No, he didn't.
No. Home runs last night were Muncy, Teoscar hit a home run. Tommy Edman had a double too from the bottom of the lineup.
Will Smith had a home run, right? The one that's
Kike Hernandez is hitting like 500 this postseason. The bottom of the lineup has been raking.
Yeah. And that was what the Brewers were doing for much of the season. But now that the stakes have risen, it seems like those guys have kind of gotten left in the dust.
Yeah, but it seems like their approach at the plate has changed. And Will and I talked about this a little bit.
Their chase rate is higher than it has been.
Yeah.
Pat Murphy gave credence to that. He said it. Shout out to our social media queen, Maddie, for making that available for me, and I was able to play that on the show. Yeah, that's raised, but that's kind of like, hey, we're pressing.
They're trying too hard.
Yeah.
It is. If I see one more inning where the Dodgers pitcher throws less than 15 pitches because we're swinging at pitches outside the zone or rolling over after the leadoff guy swings at the first pitch, we need to take these pitchers into deep counts. The one time we got the Dodgers bullpen out, we loaded the bases. We had a chance at winning the game despite how poorly our approach at the plate was the entire game. And I just don't understand how there wasn't a slight adjustment. I'm willing to tip my cap to Blake Snell in Game 1, but the fact that you did not make an adjustment through 9 innings of Yamamoto, that's concerning.
So, to your point, the fact that I think all of us so confidently said yesterday, prior to Game 2, well, there's no way they could do that again. There's no way their pitcher could go 8 innings facing the minimum again.
Interestingly enough, they didn't do it as bad.
Yeah, but it felt worse.
Yes,
I would
because it was
argue
the second day of it.
we were wrong and right because the pitcher did do that, but this one was more because of the Brewers.
He didn't go the minimum because Jackson Chourio hit a leadoff home run, and obviously they had a couple other hits.
One pitch.
When you have to think back more than 3 innings about when your last base runner was or when your last guy in scoring position was, that's an issue.
They've had like one guy in scoring position this entire series, I believe I saw.
You know, when we got to
that's disgusting.
The 5th, 6th inning, I said to my wife at the game, like, the worst thing that could happen to the Brewers was that Chourio first pitch home run because it made Yamamoto not throw the fastball, and so many of the Brewers hitters are great at hitting a fastball. So, like, he went away from it for a stretch there. And then that was a part of, I think it started the like, oh my gosh, we're not like, they were pressing because then they started to feel it happening again to them, where it was like, had Chourio gone deep into the count that first one and then hit the home run, then I think it's a different story. But it's the fact that he went home run right away and it got everybody juiced up. He goes away from the fastball and it just like, it set things up poorly. As weird as that is.
I think
you're
9 times out of
overanalyzing.
10, I'll take a first pitch home run.
Yeah, I think you're overanalyzing.
It was the old Mizorowski
Yeah.
I mean, he was throwing that splitter
all night.
It
It was going to come eventually.
I forget whose at bat it was. I think he threw 4 straight splitters and then a slider.
It was Durbin, I think.
Yeah, and it was like, well, this guy has absolutely no chance.
Oh yeah.
He's in over his head.
We're at the point where if I think Christian Yelich struck out looking but saw 4 pitches, I'd count that as a quality at bat.
Quab?
That's a win. That's a quab.
Yeah, that's a quab. Their last hit came in the 4th inning.
Yeah, no, as somebody who was there, it felt like it.
Yeah, what was the atmosphere? Did it die real fast?
Electric to start. Jackson hit that home run. I said, oh, baby, we're going to have ourselves a tied series going to Los Angeles. This is just what I need. I'm in these incredible seats. I'm having myself a blast. And then the air got sucked out of that stadium so quickly. It was crickets. Hunter, I don't know how it felt for where you were sitting, but it felt like it was mid-July on like a Tuesday night game at points.
Yeah.
It was quiet.
Yep.
And I'm not blaming anybody inside AmFam. What the hell am I supposed to cheer about?
We had
Nothing. Like not even a cool foul ball.
Yeah. We had
Christ's
a like 20-something-year-old. He was getting after it, and kudos to this kid. But it got to like the 7th inning, and he was like running down the stairs to the bottom of section, like screaming at people, like, get up, they're only down by 4. And I really wanted to just be like, my brother in Christ, down by 4 to this team, it's over. Like,
It might
real.
as well be 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, when they made it 4 in the 8th, that felt insurmountable. When it was 3, I was still feeling good.
I found myself
Feeling good seems a bit.
I found myself rooting for bunts a lot.
Yeah.
I just want to see something happen, some action.
It was 2-1 after the top of the 2nd inning, and then it was 2-1 at the end of the 5th.
What happened? I didn't get a chance to. What happened on that double to Chourio in right field? It feels like he was in the corner for a long time before I saw the ball.
That ball was in the corner for a long time.
I think it was.
Yeah, it was just
the
hit
hamstring
perfectly.
partially.
Gotcha. Because I couldn't see there. I kept looking and going, where's the ball?
It just tailed down the wall, and then it kind of popped back out a little bit, but it was slow rolling.
I think I said it on the stream last night. It felt like that ball was there forever.
Okay, because it felt like that, and I couldn't see down that side, and I'm like, is he like laying on the ground? What's happening?
They didn't change the camera angle either, so the camera was just following the ball, slowly trickling into the corner, and with the guy with an injured hamstring going after it.
I was sitting right, like being able to see right down that line, and I was like out loud went, "Oh, that's a triple!" Like that ball was so slow. That game was so disappointing. I was so jacked up. I did discover something though. Positive note. We got to get something positive.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of going to baseball games and keeping score along with the game. That was the first time I've ever done that at a major league game.
Oh, you scored it?
Yeah. I bought
How
myself
would you
a
have done it
program.
if you had Had you had an 8-6-2 unassisted to third double play, how would you have scored that?
That would have been a spot I would have just waited to see what they put up on the screen.
Yeah, let them give the score to you. Do they update? Yes, they do. I remember seeing it now.
Yep. Where the count is on the Jumbotron, they give you an update.
Yep.
Do you guys think front row Amy had the 8-6-2 unassisted figured out? Because she's been scoring games, 40 games a year every year.
I think she'd probably have a hard time with it because we didn't know what happened really, especially those in the stadium.
Sure.
Because at that moment, it was kind of like, what happened?
Hey, we might not have the postseason a whole lot longer, but at least we'll always have that.
I know this is a little late, but when I saw the video of you celebrating Sal bringing back that home run and Will just saying, it's a home run, Strouf, he was so disappointed in you.
Okay, in my defense,
I thought the same thing, and I was like, "Oh, it's gone. Please don't react."
I looked away from the television after I saw him land down his feet, and he looked
like he had it.
Yeah.
I thought he did for a split second.
Now, in your defense, Josh, you were sitting in a stadium, so you were a football field away from him.
Yes,
I had the TV view.
Yeah, it's 400 out there, so.
Yeah, that's almost that's over a football field
behind home plate that I was as well. It's probably a football field and a half. I was away.
I had this thought. I actually thought about you, Josh, while I was driving home. Well, mainly this thought came while I was sitting in the parking lot because it took forever to get out of there. I remember back in this might have been July, whenever the Brewers had their first big winning streak. We had a conversation on this show where Strouf was like, they're never going to lose. They're just going to keep on rolling. And you, Josh, said they are going to come back to earth. They're going, the law of averages is going to catch up. And I just kept replaying that line in my head in the parking lot. It's happened,
but does
and it's
that
happened
count
at
in
the
the
worst
CS?
time.
It already happened.
Yeah, I think it started happening in September.
Yeah,
yes, but my brain
season.
didn't want to acknowledge it until now. That's
It
why I
was
was
the
like,
acceptance
dang
phase.
it,
You had
it
reached the
happened
acceptance
now.
phase.
Yes.
Sure, but the CS is a good spot to be if that's going to happen. All things
Yes,
considered.
it is, but it's sort of playing out exactly the.
So can I hold on. I just need to be very frank with you. So I'm eventually going to ask you all, is this series over? Yada yada. We're going to do that whole conversation because it's an important day to have it. But I want to be very clear about
Is it
something.
good if you're teasing something with a yada yada?
I say yada yada all the time.
Probably not.
All right.
Stick around for this yada yada.
Yeah, yada yada. We're gonna do some more. We're gonna do some more things on the show. Yada yada this. Yada yada that. But I want to make something very clear.
We got a declaration. Buckle in.
This is too easy for the Milwaukee Brewers to go out this way. It's too easy. What I mean by that is we're Wisconsin sports fans. If we're going to do heartbreak, we're going to do it at the maximum level. So what could very well happen is the Brewers go to LA and win all three. Okay, then they come back to Milwaukee, 2 games left, up 3-2. And then they lose both at home. That would be a Wisconsin postseason loss.
So I understand where you're coming from. You kind of floated this. You test cased me on this take earlier when we were sitting together. I think you're right. It's not going to be the same heartbreak as, say, last year's playoffs. That was rip your heart out like I hadn't felt in a while. But I think the added context of it was the best regular season team in franchise history, and you get careful. You potentially get swept in the NLCS.
Good save. Good save.
I think that would be devastating. It might not feel like it because at the rate it's going at, 2 more games like this, it's like it's almost like sucking the life out of my disappointment.
Put me out of my misery.
Yeah, it's like draining me, and it's not the same feeling as oh my God, we had it there and we lost it. It's oh my God, we weren't actually that good. Which you can't reverse the record. Your record is your record. You played 162 games. It's not like over that sample size it was a total anomaly. You definitely could make a case they were probably playing hotter than they should have been, but who cares? That part of the season's over. But to me, if you look back, you look at the trade deadline, Braden Lockridge, you can make a case for, I'm really devastated of what I thought this team was capable of, and I thought of what the investment should have been in the team, and they fell woefully short.
Yeah. Well, could fall.
Yes, in that situation, I was playing it out.
That was all hypothetical.
Yes.
Theoretically.
In the situation, I was playing out.
Thank you, Will. Good save. Yeah, well, okay. The point here is...
2 more games of this is looking similar, because I don't know if you noticed the next two guys that got pitching.
Yeah, I know.
It's not gonna get easier.
No, and
that was the bad one yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly, yeah.
I mean,
the worst.
But that's the one who's going to get Cy Young votes.
Right. Well, correct. The only reason the other one isn't, other 2 aren't, is because they just didn't pitch enough.
Right. Fair point.
Yeah. They would all, in a given year, get Cy Young votes.
Super team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Goliath.
Hey.
No,
Big G.
they're not Goliath, though. Only 5 Brewers rosters can fit into one of their guys' contracts, but not Goliath.
They might be Ali. They might be Ali. I called them Frazier. Now, the part of that analogy is Frazier did win the first fight of Ali and Frazier's 3 fights. Ali went on to win the second.
So we
and third.
playing the years game here, or like in the series?
No, in the series.
Stroh's
You've
playing the
gotten
long
us so
game.
deep into this, I'm losing track.
So there was the fight of the century.
Time out. Has a take aged more poorly than yours, not David Goliath, in 2 days. You got...
And then you called them a super team.
It was bad.
You had me asking myself questions.
There's a good way out of this. I want to see if he gets there.
But with where we're at now, that's a hanging in the rafters.
Well, hold on. Slow down.
You can get out of it.
So I said it's not David versus Goliath, it's more Ali Frazier, and I compared the Brewers to Ali and the Dodgers to Frazier. Okay, so fight of the century 1. Frazier beat Ali by unanimous decision. Okay? A couple years later, we had fight of the century 2, which Ali won. And then a couple years after that, we had the Thrilla in Manila, which was their 3rd and final fight between each other. Ali Frazier. And Ali won that fight via knockout. So what I'm thinking is games 1 and 2, fight of the century 1. Games 3, 4, 5, fight of the century 2. Games 6 and 7, thrill at Manila.
So just so I'm clear.
Yes.
Your take is, if you completely change the context of what I said 2 days ago, actually, there's a good case for me being right here.
Yes, that's what I said. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I said. Yeah.
I thought that's what I was... I did think that's where you were going. I just wanted to confirm.
Michael, who is our number 1 chatter on YouTube right now, says, "Stop giggling. 4 nerds that think they are funny, not good radio." Sispack Abs comes back with, "Mike, this isn't radio, it's YouTube."
God, his ass.
Not really.
Michael has it out for me so personally, and I never address him, and I just love that he's in.
I just like that he's our number 1 chatter, and he's only
is-
said negative things.
He is the
nice.
biggest hater who's most loyal and helping us the most, be it via our numbers. So I appreciate
Shout
him.
out, Michael.
He can complain about
You
us.
can continue.
Hang out with
you
us.
Continue to do it all you want. You can't get enough of us. You can't. You're addicted. You're stuck.
You're stuck.
I see you every show we do. Welcome. I'm happy to have you. We're not the problem.
It's true. It's well said. So, worried about the offense, yes?
I would say I'm mega daunted.
Mega daunted.
Yeah.
I'm daunted.
Yeah. I started floating that out there yesterday. Sitting there as you continue to go.
I gotta say, though.
1, 2, 3 down, and every pitcher we had up was in like a situation with runner in scoring positions. It felt, this doesn't feel good to us.
You referenced Maddie and her awesome coverage, which you can find on social at ESPN Milwaukee. She posted some clips of Christian Yelich after the game?
Daunted.
Yeah, he sounds a little daunted.
To be fair, playing as poorly as he has, what do you get up and say in front of those people? I believe he said not good enough or something to that tune, which is fair. And I'm sure he's going up to bat or after every game going, what the hell's happening out here? Mm-hmm. I know how to do this. I've done this thousands and thousands of times. It's just not working.
We got to fix it quick. I would assume they're flying to LA this morning and then having some sort of
Hopefully
workout.
the bats come with them.
Yeah, well, I assume they have some sort of workout. They have 2 games to work on whatever the hell's gone wrong.
Hold on, idea. Leave them there, all new bats for LA.
Yeah, we'll get Joe Boo, too.
Whatever happened, serious question. Whatever happened to the torpedo bats?
They're still being used.
Just everyone uses them now, so no one cares.
Yeah.
Are the Brewers using them?
Probably.
I believe there were a couple guys who were. I don't know if they stuck with them.
Okay. Well, I can't tell if they have.
Well,
Because apparently the big
Jackson might be.
torpedo
He's
bats
hitting home
conversation.
runs.
Yeah, true. He
yeah,
might be.
this also feels
That's
like
Andrew Vaughn, maybe.
if they flew out this morning, they probably, just about got there and got out of the airport and everything. This feels like a day where they just need to go to the beach and just be like, Murph's just got to be like, we just got to relax. Like, we've just got to get out of thinking about this and
I'm
being
just
in
going
our
to cut
heads.
you off. That's a horrible idea.
Yeah,
that's a horrible
I'd rather
idea.
them not show up with sand in their socks playing tomorrow. Gotta wake up.
Gotta
do
wake up.
something.
I need it all about ball right now.
And now is the time they
The
need
way
to
that
invest.
they're
I don't need
swinging
yoga.
at stuff, I don't think it's a.
Yes,
I don't think this is. They're going to fix it in the batting cage today.
yeah, that hitters.
I prefer that than yoga and meditation.
Yeah, beach volleyball.
I mean, it's as simple as that.
Too busy telling Mikey thanks for watching.
You might be rattled. He said, wow, I rattled him. Score. You might be rattled.
It's just, I'm happy he's here.
I am too.
Yep.
I'm too. All right. Well, is the series over? Yada, yada.
Is the series over?
I think you have to win 4 games for it to be over. So no, it is not over.
Good answer, Will.
My take.
Good answer.
No, it's not over. Don't feel great.
I just got to say, you have to win a minimum of 2 in LA. A minimum of 2.
I felt better.
Again, I say a minimum of 2. You have to win at least 2 in LA to keep the series alive by Saturday.
Yes, that would be 4 wins for them if they didn't do that, and it would be over.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
We called yesterday a must win.
This is a can't lose.
What does that make Thursday?
Can't lose.
Yeah, but is that even strong enough after calling yesterday a must win?
Yeah.
Can't lose is strong enough. I don't know if it is, but I don't know what's stronger. Okay.
I don't know what you're.
I've thrown a floppy fish into the middle of this room. Ron on the key is calling us. Can you just wire the board? I'll take care of it. You don't need to do anything. Just wire the board for me. Just put him on the air. Let me know when we're good. All right, Ron on the key. You're live on Mr. Irrelevant. Go ahead.
Am I the first call in on Mr. Irrelevant?
Maybe the YouTube only version. You might be.
From a traditional sense,
I
yes.
recently learned we could wire callers. This is a new thing I've learned recently. So yes, maybe
hang on.
technically.
Before Ron gets going, no, this is not. I told you from the start of this show we could run it through Madison. Don't you dare lie on this show, Strouf. Not letting you do that.
Well, no, I more meant
Okay.
it from an audio delay standpoint. It's not entertaining. Go ahead, Ron.
I'll do something rare, and I'll be brief. Even though you already corrected it, it was worthy of a call. Did your mathematical genius just say that the Brewers have to win a minimum?
Yeah, thanks for the call, Ron.
Game?
Appreciate that, Ron. That was
Hold
good.
on, you weren't doing a bit
What?
when you were saying that. You weren't.
No,
doing...
I was doing a bit. That's why I hung up. on him.
Okay, gotcha. Because I thought you were.
No, I didn't just mathematically realize they have to win 2 in LA. It was an awful phone call. I hung up on him.
That'll happen. Sometimes you're hard to read because hand up,
True.
hand up for you. You'll make a mistake or two. So will I.
Me?
Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about?
You Mistakes? Never heard of her.
I don't know what you're talking about. Well, on that note, if you want to be a better call, 800-990-3776 is the number, 800-990-3776. Yeah, no bleep, I knew that. It's 0-2. You got to go play 3 in L.A. If they win 2 of them, that equals 4. I know I'm no mathematician, mathemagician. But that's not hard math. I had that one figured out. Give me a little bit of
Are we approaching
credit.
the lady doth to protest too much?
What's the question?
Yeah, we definitely hit that. That's exactly what this is.
The what protest?
The lady doth protest too much.
I already got it down.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I might have to write this one down. I don't know what that means.
Well, I'm not going to explain it now. I guess
Yeah.
we'll just move on and we'll circle back during Will's final there.
Okay, that sounds
But
good.
typically when somebody protests something too much, there might be guilty is sort of what.
Oh, sure. Okay, I guess I probably could have figured that out in context clues.
You go so far one way, you end up back at the starting point.
Oh, no.
Sort of.
I think it just made me angry because that's not why we're here. We're not here to critique my math skills.
We're all getting a little rattled today. Hand up.
Yeah, hand up. I'm bothered.
Hand up.
I'm bothered.
Raise
I'm
your
upset.
hand.
I'm bothered.
Raise your hand if you're daunted.
I'm a little daunted.
Maddie, are you daunted?
Little daunted.
Little deed.
Hunter, you daunted?
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, I also kind of was after Game 4 against the Cubs. Because was seeing some red flags there and was not feeling good about things. Was hoping they would correct
Is he
them.
doubling down on his football take? He's doubling down on this.
Because I saw red flags in their approach and a loss in the playoffs, and then they've continued
They won
those.
Game 5!
Great.
They won the series!
And then those red flags have now showed up again in these last 2 games. Like, I don't understand why you're yelling at me for saying, yeah, I was concerned about what I saw in Game 4. I was concerned about it. Yes, they won Game 5. I've now seen those red flags again the last 2 games that they have lost.
Team plays bad. I was right. I said they played bad. That's what I'm hearing. They played bad. I was right. Remember when they played bad? Well, they're playing bad again. Remember that one time they played bad and I told you they played bad? They're still playing bad. Is that what we're doing? Seriously?
You are so in your feelings today.
They got absolutely smoked by Blake Snell.
Blake Smell.
He did say.
Oh, you are so
His nickname
rattled.
for him was "Smell you later."
We can't be giving impassioned speeches and then calling them Blake Smell. We just can't be happening.
Remember that one time in Week 3 when the Packers lost to the Browns? Yeah. Well, if they get a field goal blocked with 3 minutes left against Arizona, I'm gonna tell you what. I told you that in Week 3.
I just have to say, there's a lot of lashing out happening right now.
Yeah,
I'm upset.
Yeah, clearly. My goodness. All I said after that Game 4.
We heard you! We heard you!
Okay.
We heard you!
Blake Smell.
My God! The Brewers lost the World Series in 1982. They might do it again this year.
Michael says, if 2-0 down in 7-game series rattles you, you should get out more.
I'm a little rattled. But I do get out plenty.
It's been... The Brewers' offense has been so poor, they're looking to set records of offensive ineptitude.
Will and I got a call on this yesterday.
They're not just losing.
Well, there's 2 of them actually now.
They're not
second?
They're not just losing. They are not playing the same game.
Go on.
I don't know what else to say. One team is hitting well.
Yeah.
The other is closer to not hitting at all and setting all-time lows in terms of base runners, runners in scoring position, and simply the raw thing, the most important of them all, hits.
I believe what's the lowest amount of runs scored in an NLCS? It's 12 runs in a series.
The Brewers are
We're on pace for 4.
Corey Sparks. I almost called him Corey Sparks. Well, in my defense, this was his comment from the damn sports show ESPN Beaver Dam. He says, Clayton Coleslaw. Solid, actually.
They could throw Clayton Coleslaw, and the Brewers might lose.
He might look like Cy Young. One of the worst statistical postseason pitchers of all time might look like Cy Young.
Should have gone Ty Cobb there.
Let me
Keep
get an
the
inning.
food puns going.
Yeah. Good call by Hunter, actually. Good call by Hunter. Yeah. Ty Cobb. Wow. All right. So clearly I'm daunted.
No one
Josh
could
is
tell.
daunted. I think we're all daunted.
I think you're the most daunted. If we're to power rank dauntedness,
I just can't stand. I love Hunter. Okay, this is not an indication of how I feel about Hunter. It's an indication about the victory lap he's taking over something he said a series ago.
I'm not taking a victory lap if you would shut up and listen to me. All I said was I saw red flags in the way they played, so yeah, I've been daunted since then. You asked if I'm daunted. I answer the question, and then you tell me you're taking a victory lap. Like, no, I just said, hey, I saw this then. I've been feeling that way since then about their future in the postseason, and then you're going to get all pissy with me and start yelling at me like I'm somehow the problem.
Hey, calm down.
No, I'm not going to calm down when you're completely painting this the absolute wrong way and trying to look like I'm somehow the issue here. Like, my goodness, they lost a playoff game, and you're sitting here treating me like I'm doing something wrong because I said, hey, saw some red flags. I've been kind of concerned since then. That's all I said. I answered your question.
All right, so fair to say Hunter's rattled as well?
asked and answered. Moving on. Power rankings.
Who did the Packers play this week?
Go Pack.
Will, you might be bottom of the rattled power rankings.
Well,
I think I can just keep my composure a little more than you guys.
well, to be fair, this isn't your favorite baseball team.
No.
You've been a great fan,
I have.
but
I'm still in there facing the music from the
you
Dodgers
are.
fans.
You're taking the heat.
Yeah.
But your White Sox are still probably going to lose 100 games next year. You got that to worry about, too.
I wouldn't say I'm worried about it.
That's fair.
Sit
back there.
Sispack Habs chimes in. Salt factory today.
Yeah, we might be in the mines
we are.
where everyone's lashing out everywhere.
I ran out of normal salt, so I've been a sea salt guy the last couple of days. What?
Do you like the flake salt? The little stuff you'll dabble on to give a nice finishing touch on?
Yeah. I'm pro that.
That's the bee's knees.
Seasoning.
Seasoning. You can't
Sea
talk.
salt. I can't.
We've got a problem. Your job is to talk, and you're not doing well at that.
Might be having a stroke.
This is
All things considered.
I might be having a Strouf.
This is your worst talking day I think I've ever experienced.
And we're only getting started, baby. Just off and running with you on Mr. Irrelevant. All right. Everybody, deep breath. All right. All together now. 1, 2, 3.
I'm daunted.
I'm going to hold my breath until I pass out.
I didn't hear Hunter. I didn't hear Joshy. We're going to do it again until you guys take a deep breath with me.
Sorry, I'm on top of being upset with you, having some computer issues. I've been trying to download a video Will sent me a half an hour ago. I am going through it, and you're not helping.
So he can breathe into a microphone. An awful audio experience for everybody listening. That's what we're doing?
Teague chimes in. Get this man a Snickers. Yeah, I might need one. Not wrong.
I think today's off day, and when I say off day, our off day from being up watching and grinding out, it's much needed.
Yeah.
I think we're all a little tired.
I'm starting to lose it a little bit.
Yeah, we're all a little slap happy. We're lashing out.
Dave chimes in, guys. You're better off discussing Bucks preseason at this point, not Brewers postseason. At least there's light at the end of that tunnel. Is there?
Yeah.
Woo! 6th seed. Let's go. Yeah.
I mean, the end of the tunnel might be Giannis leaving. What kind of light is that? Heaven?
What else we got? Wisconsin football. Maybe they'll fire their head coach. Hey, Greg Gard might be all right this year. Wisconsin basketball. Shaka?
Oh, Marquette's going to struggle.
My God.
Women's hockey's great.
Great.
The Lady Badgers are playing some mean puck.
Yeah.
This is a puck show now.
What are the Admirals up to this time of year?
I think their season started, right?
I saw a
season
billboard
started.
for a game coming up here when I was driving in.
Right.
No disrespect. I have no idea.
No disrespect. No disrespect.
I love going to. We should do a team outing to a midday Admirals game, like on a Sunday. Chuck a puck. I'll chuck a puck. Love chucking a puck.
I also love checking a puck. Okay, let's move on because I believe we've all turned against each other on the Brewers.
I'm feeling great.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Packers in the NFL. Over at ESPN.com, this week's Power Rankings have the Packers listed as the sixth best team in the NFL. What are you laughing at?
Chef Ed chimes in about 40 minutes into our program. Hello, I'm here. Boy, do you have a lot to catch up on, pal.
He added kosher salt, but 3 minutes prior. I don't know what's happening. Drawn in the key with a good reference to our watch parties. Tiger Woods or Michael Jordan.
Did Bubbles make an appearance in the chat last night?
Unfortunately not.
Bubbles.
All right, over at ESPN.com, NFL Power Rankings, Packers rank as the sixth best team in the National Football League through 6 weeks, which just kind of furthers the point, despite having a 3-1-1 record. The last month has not been pretty for them. The loss to Cleveland, a tie to Dallas, a bye week, and a win over Cincinnati by 9 points. Still has them as the sixth best team in the National Football League. It just kind of furthers the narrative, and I think this is something I said last week after the bye week, is there's really no clear-cut favorite in the NFL right now, right? The Bills lose on Monday Night Football. The Eagles have lost 2 games in a row. I just don't really know who's the cream of the crop right now. And Josh, I know you're eventually gonna continue to hammer home your point that the Kansas City Chiefs should be viewed as a Super Bowl favorite, which I'm coming around on that take after a big win over Detroit on Sunday Night Football. But ESPN's Power Rankings have them as the 9th best team in football right now.
I think that's record-based.
It obviously plays into it. Right, you can't give a, what are they, 3-3 team, the number 1 spot in Power Rankings.
Right, you really can't give a top 5 seed because there's teams with much better records.
Right, but I still think overall the Packers are in a good spot. Now, we've talked about this. The next couple of weeks are going to really determine how good of a team this is. And I threw Cincinnati into that loop. It's a 9-point win over Cincinnati. You go on the road at Arizona this Sunday. You go on the road next Sunday night at Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers, who are a good team and in first place at the AFC North. And then you return home to play the Carolina Panthers. You should win every one of those games. If you are who we think you are, you should win every one of those games. Now, there are a few things I'm still concerned about. The back end of the defense is part of that. The offensive line depth/health is part of that. Is Matthew Golden actually going to be implemented into the game plan the way he should be going forward? Can the rushing attack continue to build and build and build with Josh Jacobs after a 2-touchdown week? Those are all big questions I have for this team over the course of the next few weeks. So that's what I'm intrigued to see. But I think through 6 weeks of the NFL season, there's no top dog right now. That's an interesting perspective on the NFL. It's as riddled with riddled. I recently learned I've been using the word riddled incorrectly. Riddled is a bad thing. The NFL is filled with parody.
Littered is what you're looking for.
Yes, that's the word. Thank you. I've been stuck on that for 3 days.
At least someone got a win today.
The NFL is littered with parody. More so than it has been in past years.
The fact that that's a 3-day bugaboo for you. What did we say? You were at 13% brain power
On Saturday, yeah.
Yeah, you're cruising at You're cruising altitude's
running on
about
fumes.
2 right now.
Oh, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm upset.
Yeah.
I am distraught.
Uh-huh.
I'm a little bothered. I'm a little daunted.
There you go. You're daunted. How did you find out you were using that wrong?
I said it about the Dodgers, and I cut a clip from that. Me talking about the Dodgers, and I said they're littered with generational... riddled, excuse me. I'm glad I have it backwards now.
Yeah.
I said they're riddled with generational talent, and I was listening to it back, and I went, I don't think that's right. Doesn't sound
Did you say that on this program? Because I think I remember that, and I just
It was during my David and Goliath rant, yeah.
Yeah, there's too much to cover there.
While we're on the topic of Strouf not saying correct words, your rant the other week about the game to live in infamy.
The other week?
It just popped into my head about the Game 5 for the Brewers Cubs. You called it one game for infamy.
So infamous, infamous and infamy, those are words that I feel like the definitions aren't real. Because
that's not how words work.
Yes, but when people say the infamous Josh DiMaggio, it's not a knock on Josh. People mean that like...
This is my favorite thing you do. I don't like how the rules are determined, therefore the rules shouldn't exist. What if everyone else was wrong but me?
But have you ever heard anybody say that game will live in fame?
No.
They say in infamy.
Yes.
But it's not right.
They're also talking about that for the team that then loses. Like, that's an infamous game for that team. Like, Game 7 of the 2018 NLCS lives in infamy in Wisconsin sports because it's a negative remembering.
He's right. I just don't really know what to say back to
I think we all know that. We're kind of just waiting for you to work through it, because sometimes you work through them faster than others. Just making sure we're all on the same bus.
So before we get to one word, let's just all come together for a moment. Are we all on screen? Can we have all four of us on screen for a moment, please? Thank you.
Quad box.
Quad box. Not my best day.
You don't say.
You've been talking like you're swallowing marbles.
Do I need to get you a producer for KBN?
No. I think this will actually elevate KBN.
You're making my head hurt so much. I just ordered blue light glasses on Amazon.
Did you really?
Yes.
Why? Is it actually because you look at a screen a lot?
I think it's because we've been looking at screens a lot since basically.
I'm just going to net out some of the blame to you. Order 2 pairs if you want a pair.
You ordered 2 pairs?
Yeah.
I would wear blue light glasses. I think I'd look good in them.
As long as they don't look like Ben Brust blue light glasses.
Can I wear them real quick? Thanks.
Do we?
Don't you have normal glasses?
I do. I wore them last night, yeah. How do I look?
Forgive me for my lack of research on this.
Sure.
They kind of feel like bull honky.
Yeah, there's some research that says that it's like doesn't actually do anything.
Yeah.
I would argue they do.
I think
I'm seeing the world through a whole different lens.
I think there is a difference visually, but I don't know if that difference functions on the brain the way it's supposed to.
I mean, I'm seeing you differently right now, Josh.
He's still daunted even with those glasses on.
Like, Strouf is not even listening to people now.
No.
He's checked out.
Each and every Wednesday, Hunter comes up with a list of topics. Me, Josh, and Will respond with one word. We call it One Word Wednesday. Hunter.
What are you, Terry Gross in us?
The floor is yours.
Shut up, Bob Ross.
These glasses are making me chill, man.
Something that popped into my head as I was leaving AmFam Field last night. So far through the postseason for the Brewers, they are 0-4 when my wife and I watch games together. And like an idiot, I said that out loud.
Oh. You in the doghouse?
She was not happy because, like, she likes watching sports with me, and I like watching sports with her, and me suggesting that we're bad luck together. Not a great idea.
30.
I missed it because Alex Strouf continues to not only ruin the show via himself, he ruins the show for the other people. What was the last two sentences of what you said? Because I couldn't hear any of it.
The Brewers are 0-4 when Sarah and I watch playoff baseball games together. All 4 of their losses have been games that we have watched together. And I said that out loud while leaving the stadium.
Okay. And are you going to be making arrangements to not watch the remaining games together?
Well, I've got Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania Thursday and Friday night. So the next 2
back-to-back
just
wins, then.
by default. We won't.
I'm hearing we're going to have an even series going into Saturday.
In the event that they win these 2, Game 5, regardless of if you can do it or not, you're then obligated to watch it apart, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I would think so, yes.
Okay, what are your words, fellas?
I'm going to hyphenate mine. Good luck.
Belly up. Go to the bar. Watch the game there.
Also a hyphenated word.
We love a hyphen.
All right, I'll throw a hyphen in here. Divorce. I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
Don't do that. I'm just kidding. Superstition.
Stitious.
You sound a little stitious.
Yeah, and I think I'm just like scratching and clawing for anything
Hold
for the
on.
Brewers to like win.
Another 30?
Another 30. Whoa.
I'm using all my time. Use it or lose it.
You got
Use
one-
it or lose
you got
it.
one full left.
Use it or lose it. The same guy who tells us there's no such thing as luck is now engaging in superstition about watching baseball
That's
games
just
with his
where
wife
I've
and the
reached
results.
mentally. Like, that's just where I'm at with the Brewers. I need an
We're at
answer,
the-
and that's
we're
my
at the-
answer.
Yeah, we're at the no bad ideas portion.
Yeah.
No,
don't
not
hate
yet. Not yet, right? We're not at the no bad ideas portion
I mean,
yet. That's 3-0.
Will painted a mustache with eye black on his face
Raleigh
yesterday.
fingers.
It was a good look for
You
him.
looked more like Barrelman, to be honest.
Thank you.
It was a good look for him.
I was nervous it wasn't going to come off my face. Josh put that thought in my head.
I love
Did you guys know EJ Manuel worked for ESPN? Anyway, all right. What's
Yeah,
next?
he does college football
I love
coverage. The
I didn't
4-1
realize he wasn't still in the
Steelers.
league.
The 4-1 Steelers are at the 2-4 Bengals on Thursday Night Football.
Rodgers. Oh no, actually, let me rephrase. Old. It's Flacco Rodgers. Those are the 2 oldest quarterbacks in the NFL. Old.
How many singular words can I use for this? Boring, uninteresting, old, ugly, annoying.
I think he took all my words.
That's this. There's no need to watch this. And the Steelers are going to have a better record. And everyone's going to be like, we need to think about this team. And then they're going to get their freaking doors blown off in the playoffs. And we're all going to be like, I guess we should have seen that coming. And then we're going to start it all over again, like we do every single time with this damn team.
It's true.
And now their quarterback is older, more immobile. Go ahead.
My word's Tomlin. He's going to do it again.
Do what?
No seasons under 500 in however many years.
Well, yeah.
I like that he's using that word in week 7.
Yeah.
Tomlin.
Okay.
Tommy.
Jeremy Fowler has Rashawn Gary as a possible name for a trade to the San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah, it's been reported on, I think it was somebody from Underdog Sports that reported it.
Yeah, it was in an
the
article
Niners
for
have
Week
called-
7 rumors.
They have called on both Kingsley Enagbare and Rashawn Gary. And I just saw from Easton Butler that the Giants have called on Christian Watson, Dontavian Wicks, and Romeo Dobbs.
Hit the road, Jack.
I mean, we got, 2 weeks until the trade deadline, so it's coming up quick. We'll see if the Packers are doing anything at the deadline. I would doubt it, given the offseason acquisition of Micah Parsons. But in terms of edge rushers, my one word is simply no.
Yeah, they just worked out 4 separate edge rushers. I think I gave a stock. Maybe I didn't give a stock down to Rashawn Gary. I can't quite
You did.
remember. But he's a great Houdini of our era in terms of edge rushers. But they're in no place of comfort to give one up. When you're having to work guys out midseason, that generally means you have injury issues, you're thin at the position, and are like looking for bodies. So to give away Rashawn Gary, like you would have, for me to even consider it, it would have to be a first round pick. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if that's what Rashawn Gary would command based on his contract and all that.
My word's impossible. There's no way the Packers trade an edge rusher like we know they need and still do to a team that they could potentially see in the NFC playoffs.
They did do it last year. I guess not to the team they could see in the NFC playoffs, but they traded Preston Smith last
also,
year.
Christian Watson just like can't be traded. He just signed
A deal, yeah.
Yeah. What do we think, Romeo or Wicks? If the compensation's similar, obviously it's Wicks.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But if the price is better for Romeo,
Gotta do it now, too. He's got a lot of touchdowns so far.
and can I make a case, even though Matt LaFleur,
But a half season.
Yeah.
even though Matt LaFleur has put his foot down and said, this is how we do offense, even though every year we look at your offense and go, wow, it seems like you didn't get everything you could have out of those guys this year. They're going to continue to distribute the ball.
Joshy, the LaFleur slander.
But what if, instead of 9 targets going to Romeo Doubs in the offense, we split those up, gave them to Tucker Kraft, Matthew Golden, and then eventually Jaden Reed or Christian Watson? What do you think about that? Offense seems a little more explosive, doesn't it?
Does. I don't know. We'll see. I doubt they deal
doubt it
anybody worthwhile.
No.
I don't see it happening where they're at 3-1-1. They've seen the injury bug hit them at different capacities already this year. They know if they want to reach their goal of winning a championship, they can't do that. So it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Teams are going to call. It always happens, but I just don't think Brian Gutekunst is interested in a real conversation. Maybe I'll be wrong. I just have a hard time believing that.
James Franklin was fired from Penn State after his 3rd loss in a row.
Yeah, the word's fickle. Seeing the buyout of $50 million get paid by Penn State for them to go in a different direction makes me think, the Badgers and the pressure on the University of Wisconsin all of a sudden has to be kicked up a notch. So fickle, my word.
My word, and I'm looking for the specific one. Mitigate.
Wow.
James Franklin has a duty to mitigate and search for a new job, be it in broadcasting or another coaching position, to potentially offset the amount of money he is owed from Penn State, which is funny. Because how do you guarantee somebody's actually truthfully looking for a job, especially in an incredibly incestuous world of college and football as a whole? Hey, buddy, do you guys need somebody to do X, Y, Z position? It would require this so much money. No, sorry, we can't pull it off. Oops, I looked. Like, if he wants to stick it to Penn State, it's not going... The proof that would be required to prove he's not actually looking for a job would be very difficult to get there.
I think he's already stuck it to Penn State by being such a fraud. That's my word, fraud. And when Penn State fans look back on these, I think he was there for 11 years.
Yeah, he was there for a while.
The talent that they had on the team and all the preseason hype, it is going to make Penn State fans sick to their stomach that they did not walk away with a national championship at one point.
I don't know that it was if it was worse at any juncture of his tenure, though, than this year.
Nobody has lost more big games than James Franklin.
He
ever.
loves
in
to
any
lose a big
sport.
game.
In any sport.
It's 100% true.
He's got a big game bugaboo.
Like Mount Rushmore frauds. He might be on there twice.
Wow.
Oof. One last one.
Impassioned take on James Franklin.
Speaking of big games, number 11 Tennessee is at number 6 Alabama on 6:30. It's on at 6:30 on ABC this Saturday night.
Go Brewers.
Game 5.
Quintana. I'm back to being undaunted. Somebody check this. I'm not daunted anymore. What voice are you doing?
All right, that's enough.
It's a sad Berman.
Sad Berman.
I'm not daunted anymore, which would make you undaunted. Time now for what we missed and what we learned, which is presented by Door County Distillery, locally produced, handcrafted, award-winning spirits. Made locally in Door County, whiskeys, gins, rums, brandies, all the in-betweens, vodkas. Door County Distillery's got you covered. Check out their website, doorcountydistillery.com. Find the retailer nearest you. If you're in Beaver Dam or Milwaukee, they've got the Bat Bleep Bourbon available near you. Not in Madison, but it is in Beaver Dam, and it's in Milwaukee. Bat Bleep Bourbon. It's got a bat on it. It's sweet. It's bourbon. It's spooky. It's good for this time of the year. Check it out. It's very good. The bourbon's delicious, but that's a special October brand of their bourbon, which you can find at a retailer nearest you. DoorCountyDistillery.com. What's wrong?
Nothing.
You just giggled into the microphone.
Share it with the class.
Apparently, we're wasting Chef Ed's time by not reading his comments aloud. Which I don't.
I did. I read his kosher salt comment.
Which I don't think is how this whole situation works.
Anyway. All right. Well, what'd you miss?
The lady doth protest too much, methinks. So when someone is denying something so vehemently that
Stop.
No, I don't know vehement.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
Like they're like overdoing it. Like they're enthusiastically.
Like strongly. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Vehemently that they are likely hiding the truth. Since this is a sentence, I think it will be tough, so I'll just describe a situation that could be applied.
Sure.
Strouf farted and then vehemently denied that it was him and tried blaming it on other people. So I said the lady doth protest too much, methinks.
Now, do you know the origin of the phrase?
Is that a real scenario?
No.
Oh, okay.
Shakespeare.
Which one?
Bill.
Oh, that was right?
You were, yes. Now, which
You're
play?
looking up the origin of it.
I didn't look up the origin.
Well, hold on.
A Google
How
search
many-
should have showed that.
Macbeth?
I just know that because that's what Pat Murphy referenced in his press conference at Wrigley Field.
How many Shakespeare plays can you?
All right, we could go back and forth on this because I got two. All right, I got Romeo and Juliet.
Well, I thought I got to go first.
You just did. You with Macbeth.
Oh, it's back to me?
Yeah.
This is definitely wrong. Matilda?
That's Roald Dahl, isn't it?
The groom makes brooms fly?
It just popped into my head.
How about the BFG?
Have you ever heard of Hamlet?
Oh, do we?
Oh, Hamlet. Yeah.
I already said Macbeth, right?
Yep.
A Midsummer's Night?
Othello,
Give me a.
Titus Andronicus, King Lear.
Oh, come on, Hunter. Do you have a list in front of you?
No. I took a Shakespeare
Believe it or
class
not,
in
I
high
wasn't.
school. Loved it.
Okay, I was going to say, I know none
You
of
had a
these.
whole class for Shakespeare in high school?
Yeah,
This may come
it
as
was
a surprise
great.
to some, but I do not read Shakespeare.
Taming of the Shrew, one of the best
surprise.
comedies ever written. Loved that one.
All right, we got to go. We're back with you Friday at 12:30 Central, ESPN Milwaukee.
I don't know if
Madison
anybody
on
said
YouTube.
anything less surprising in the history of this program.
Then Will saying, believe it or not, I don't read Shakespeare.
May shock some.
Can't wait to be back with you Friday. We will continue to talk NLCS. We will also get a preview of Packers Cardinals coming at you on Friday. Appreciate y'all hanging with us. This was a weird one. We'll try again on Friday. Talk to you then. Peace.